very long time indeed. So I'll be talking on a book, talking on a very renowned and famous book. I would like to take this platform for a learning and growing curve. I would like to be here for quite some time, even after this uh, program. I will be. I have missed it a lot for the last 1.5 years. So I'm moving into the book. The book was written in the year when I took birth. In the year 1989, the book was written and published by Stephen R. Covey. The book is titled Seven Habits of Highly Successful People. If you want to become successful, the book is not for you. If you want to become highly successful, then the book is for you.
Highly
Otherwise,
effective.
it is not.
Highly effective.
Highly effective and successful. So, there are distinct differences between success and effectiveness. You can become successful, but you cannot become effective. If you are efficient, you can become successful. But success is a different paradigm. So, before going into the main topic, I have divided the topic into four parts. So, this is going to be the first part today. I will be talking about the first three habits. I will also be giving you the overview, which is why you can learn from here. So, let's move on. So, first of all, I would like to go through the title Seven Habits. Why Seven Habits? In his next book, he wrote eight habits from effectiveness to greatness. So that's another level. So seven is just a number, but it's a lucky number. So when you listen to the word seven, then you feel good about it. So if we practice all this, then we can become highly successful people. It is a book written by well evaluation and after a thorough and rigorous research. I'll be talking about the first three habits. The first three habits are independent in nature. I mean, you can do it yourself. You don't need the help of others. No external factors can affect you. Later on, what is effectiveness? I have already given you an idea. Effectiveness means doing the right thing at the right time. Maybe I may be a skillful person, I may be a very learned person, but I may not do the right work at the right time. Suppose there is a lock to be opened, and you have brought a lot of keys, and you have the technologies, and you have all this, but somebody else just came in and uh, he could open it very easily before you without anything or with a kind of short tool. So he is more effective. We can be more successful, but we have to be more effective. So the book just don't let you become ambitious of success. It makes you to become more effective. A stitch of time saves nine. So we will have to be very careful about stitching, and it is of time. So let me go to the first habit, being proactive. We can be either reactive or proactive. Reactive means suppose somebody shouted at me and I shouted back. I went through an event, the event happened with me and I acted. Somebody said something to me or I said something to somebody without any preparation, without understanding the situation, and without any prior things. These are called reactive actions. And the proactive actions are actions that are well thought, calculated, and you know from beforehand that what you are going to do in such a situation. Suppose if you are going to be robbed by the robbers in a street or you are going to be hijacked in a highway, then how you will manage? what will be your actions? It is called readiness or proactiveness. So you will have to practice, or we all will have to practice this thing very fast. Being proactive means being ready, being ever ready, being cautious, and being knowing yourself thoroughly. Number two is you will have to know the end and keep it in your mind. Suppose we are going to do something, we are going to get something done. Then we will have to keep it in our mind what can be the worst case scenario, what can be the best case scenario, what happens if it does not happen the way I want. You will have to have the full plan in your mind. You should not play the shots half-heartedly. You will have to play it with your full heart if you would like to clear the boundaries. And in the same regard, you will have to have this on. I mean, the kind of feelings you will have to have right there in this regard is that you must always be careful about the whole game. If you just come and try to accelerate, if you just don't understand the pitch condition, say for example in cricket, you cannot go along. So you will have to keep it in your mind that what the end results will be. I suppose that I have less time today, so I wanted to talk about the three habits, but I will quit. I will not go for the next habit to tell you, as because I assume that I will be crossing my time. So I would like to summarize the whole thing right now. The book name I spoke about today is Seven Habits of Highly Successful People. It was written by Stephen Covey in the year 1989, and it has been sold over 20 million copies all over the world, and it is about highly effective people. And I discussed about two habits that are being proactive, I mean being ready from beforehand, and keeping the end in mind. We will have to understand everything, and we will have to go with full hearts and in full swing to achieve things. I want to close my discussion for today right here, right now, but I will be coming back in the next sessions or whenever I get opportunities and I be called to discuss about the other issues. So I request everyone to read this book or at least go through the summary to understand more and achieve success. And I want everyone to be effective in your life and become successful. Thank you very much for your kind hearing.